Hey everyone, SweetJohnnyCage here. Welcome to part 7 of the Dark Souls 2 Scholar of the First Sin full playthrough walkthrough. In this walkthrough, in this part of the walkthrough, we're gonna go through Earthen Peak as well as Harvest Valley. I guess the other way around. This is an area that has two bosses, Covetous Demon, and then a pretty cool Medusa-like boss at the end of Earthen Peak. Before you go into Earthen Peak, I highly recommend getting some poison moss, which is this stuff right here. This allows you to cure yourself of poison. There's quite a lot of poison in this area. I will show you my stats now. I'm currently level 80, 27 Vigor, 23 Endurance, 11 Vitality, 4 Attunement, 20 Strength, 14 Dex, 25 Adaptability, 3 Intelligence, 6 Faith. Currently using a Halberd plus 7. I do have a short bow just for range attacks. And then, yeah, that's kind of it. Cool. So, let's get started. In order to access Harvest Valley, you will need to have completed Huntsman's Copse and defeated the Skeleton Lords. If you've never joined me for these walkthroughs before, this is it's just like a casual guide through the game. And what I mean by that is, I think my job here is to make Souls games as approachable as possible for everyone. These are tough games, there's no doubt about that, but they can be manageable as long as you play kind of in a certain way. And so that way is very often like just having a lot of patience. I know that sounds kind of silly, but that's really what it is. Alright, so what we're going to do now is, this poison is slowly going to drain off of us. Hopefully we don't get poisoned, but it seems to be moving now. We're going to proceed through Harvest Valley. Harvest Valley isn't too difficult. The boss at the end of it is somewhat of a joke. It's like shamefully easy. But there's just sort of like a lot of treasure to be gotten. So you really want to watch out for these big guys right here where my helmet is. You really want to watch out for those ones. Those guys are sort of the really, really difficult part of this area. So what I'm doing now is I am waiting for the poison meter to go all the way down, and I'm going to use a bow to sort of deal with these guys as best I can. The reason I'm waiting for it to go down, actually, let me see if I can just change my armor. I don't really know what sort of armor I have on me. It's decent poison resist. It's actually stronger than what I'm using now. It's funny. I guess it has less physical, but it's better on poison. It says 38. That's heavier. That's lighter. Ugh, Prisoner's Tatters, definitely don't use that. All this is really heavy. I think I'll probably just stick with this. Yeah, my armor really isn't that great these days. Oh, this is nice, actually. Whatever that is. And yeah, right, let's go with that. Alrighty. Cool, still have my regular roll. Great, so this little foggy area is poison. And you do want to watch out for that. Oh, that's bad. Ran out of stamina. Alright, so while you're poisoned, you need to keep an eye on your health bar. I know that sounds silly and obvious, but it's no joke. You really, really need to keep an eye on it. You also want to be careful when you're in these little... Oh, holy shit, I might be dead. You want to be really careful when you're in these poison fields. Oh, God. Wow, that sucked. Anyway, you want to be really careful when you're in the poison fields because there are pits in them that you can fall into. That's funny. Harvest Valley Beast. I just want to double check to make sure there's no quick way to reduce poison really fast. No, not really. Oh well. Let's keep moving. You know what I'll do? Maybe I'll just moss myself. Yeah. Alright, cool. Let's try this again. Wow, since the poison is still on my skin, it's still going to be building up. I mean, that makes sense, but that's a little annoying. Dude, this parry is something. I really don't ever see it coming. Moss up again. Excuse me. Ourselves a chunk. Some throwing knife. Oh god. Yeah, with these guys like creepy crawling on the floor, they can be a little hard to see. I should really go do some crow trades soon. I have several smooth and silky stones that I haven't done anything with. I didn't even see what that was. Jesus. Alright, so that's it for this little area now. Get the hell out of here. Lot of poison, lot of poison, lot of poison. Alright, some more torch. Actually, that wasn't it. I just realized that I forgot. There's a little cave in here. Nice fragrant branch of yore. Okay. And I do believe that there is something in here. There's a chest here. Fire seed and a divine blessing. Alright. Not the best. Is what it is. Alrighty. Some moss up one more time. Cool. Alright, so that's that whole little area. Fragrant branch of yore is really important there. Alright, so in this area there's going to be several pyromancers. Yep. Very careful when dealing with these guys. We're going to come up here first. Grab a hexing urn. If you have it, go ahead and take out your bow. Try to get some headshots on these ladies. And just do your best to sort of save yourself the pain of having to deal with them. Normally, I don't kind of like condone cheese strategies like this, but Dark Souls 2, you kind of have to play like this in a sense because there's a lot of like enemy hordes, and the enemy hordes. Oh, right, there's a switch up there. The enemy hordes can overwhelm you very, very quickly. So we got to get to the switch that other Pyromancer was guarding. Hello. Nice, Dragon Charm. Great. Alright, so pulling this lever will lift the gate. Okie doke. And then you want to be very careful in this area. There's a bonfire here, which is quite nice. I'm going to go ahead and rest at it just to restore our flasks and everything. And then, yeah, these are all poison. I don't really understand why they're there. Aside from just, like, messing with you, I guess. But, yeah. Okay. So, there are a number of crystal lizards here for us to attack and try to get all the treasure from. Some of them do fall down into these pits. So you want to be very careful when going through this area. Very, very careful indeed. There are a number of enemies. Yeah, so this guy's going to break through here. Uh-oh. Oh, that was close. Alright. So I'm not ready to go there just yet. Alright. So I think I kind of messed that up a little bit. I should have had this guy destroy this for me. Let me just check something here. I don't think I can firebomb this. Nah. Alright, I'm going to redo this really fast, just because I didn't really waste any time at all. It's funny, there is a mask in the second DLC, which we actually haven't talked about. We haven't talked about the DLC at all. Yeah, we haven't spoken about the Dark Souls 2 DLC in the slightest yet. Anyway, there's a mask in the second DLC that basically allows you to kind of like walk through poison. Alright, so I'm going to try to turn this guy around so he can break this for me. That's kind of my goal here. Come on, bud. Thank you. Oh, no. Why did you do that? Just double check I don't need him again. No. Alright, very good. Cool. Old Knight Pike, Old Knight Great Shield, another torch. Cool. Alright. So let's drop down here now. Grab this chest. And then once you're ready, climb down. And we're actually just going to try to make it out of here as quickly as possible. It is like so tough to see in this area. Try up. There we go. I knew I was looking for a ladder, I just didn't know where the hell it was. Okay, cool. So we did that. Now let's go this way, to the right. And we got a whole host of these guys now. So what I'd like to do is try to not kill all of them. These guys are way stronger than their counterparts in Huntsman's Copse. So yeah, I don't want to kill all of them, because I want to use them to break some of these walls open, you know? There's that one. Hello. Yeah, you want to use these enemies to help you out. So just block where you can. Alright, what else we got? We got here. Ow. Whew. Yeah, that back roll is not doing me any favors there. Alright. And let's... Oh, shit. Well, that was really close. I'm actually glad that happened, because I thought that was the last one. There's one more right here that I need him to open. Alright, get him up here. So these guys aren't, like, too hard or anything, but... This is... I said this in the previous walkthrough, like... This is sort of when the game, in my opinion, begins to fall apart. And what I mean by that is the world design and the enemy placement and everything like that just sort of starts failing. You will start to encounter, like, hordes of enemies, which, in my opinion, isn't good design. You know, that's just artificial difficulty. It's not adding a challenge other than, hey, deal with 6 of these enemies instead of 2. You know what I mean? It's like, it's just lame. And Harvest Valley is where that really starts to show. Yeah. Cool. Oh, hello. I feel like he was not there a second ago. Even just blind. Okay. Very good. Cool, we got them all. Alright, so let's go this way. I'm gonna trust that that is death. Just double checking. Yes, that is death. Okay. All right, so we have this area here. Which I feel like it's probably a trap, but let's check it out. Okay, cool. As long as I know where I was. Alright. So what I'm going to do is, since we've sort of cleared that whole area out, I'm going to rest at the bonfire one more time, reset my poison, my flasks, and all that, and then we'll sort of get going. There's a lot of back and forth here to reset the poison and to reset your flasks. Like I said, you absolutely want to make sure you have... Shit. I'm, like, never able to kill that thing. Where'd you go? Yeah, you just want to make sure you're able to, like, reset everything that you can. Alrighty. Cool. So now that we're up here, let me... Moss. I should have just rested at the bonfire, but whatever. Alright, so you can actually shoot the riders on these Bane Diggers. Sometimes that'll help. I guess not. I guess I was mistaken on that. Alright, so there are some skeletons in this area that you gotta be careful of. We saw one earlier, actually. Oh, and big homeboy showed up. Alright, I was waiting for these guys. So these guys can be poisoned, which is nice, but they have big hammers. They don't have much in the way... Alright. They don't have much in the way of poise, which is nice, but can be a little frustrating. Where's the Pyromancer? Whoa. Where the hell is the Pyromancer? Alright. Anyway, we're gonna ignore it for now. Instead, we're gonna come around here. I'm gonna follow this guy. Alright. Yes, okay, so this right here, this is the Warriors of Sunlight Covenant. It is the literal statue from Dark Souls 1. Why it's here, we don't know. Maybe a little bit of fan service, maybe not. But joining gives you the Sun Seal, and then you can level up that Covenant. I do believe you have to level up that Covenant for the Platinum Trophy. I'm almost positive it contains a miracle, which is, again, just like in Dark Souls 1. Okay. So, I want to drop in here. Kill this Bane Digger. Oh, Jesus. I was not expecting that. Alright. Okay. I just heard a skeleton animate, so we gotta be careful. Great. Chameleon spell. Oh shit. Washing pole, always fun. Titanite shard. Another shard. Another shard. Oh, a slab. There you go. Okay, that's always important. Human effigy, large shard. Okay. Alrighty. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to rest at the I shouldn't have wasted any of that stuff. I'm going to rest at the bonfire just because I've exhausted so many resources. Wow. Alright. I'm almost tempted to visit Malentia and buy life gems. Wow. I don't understand how that poison just kept ticking up. Even though I was out of the cloud. I think we're okay. Alright. Cool. So, all that has been gotten. Yes, finally got to skip over. Lovely. Ah. Alright, never mind. Anywho, I'm going to skip these Bane Diggers. Oh my god. Jesus. I'm going to skip these Bane Diggers for now. Great. Titanite shard. Alright, let's go this way. Oh, hello. So, these guys have no heads, which is always fun. And then these guys sort of roll through these pots, which is kind of funny because it ends up poisoning themselves. But they really don't have much health anyway. Right, you always want to be cautious with the catwalks. Alright. So this is a big room full of poison. I don't recommend doing anything here. Reason for that is because we are able to drain the poison later on. So that's what we're going to do. I'm just going to ignore this. So draining the poison is like the funniest thing, but, you know, is what it is. There. It's nice these guys are dropping so many shards for us. It's very helpful. Alright, I guess, sure. This game, like, has inconsistent rules. You are invulnerable during some animations, not during others. It just doesn't make a lot of sense. It's very frustrating to deal with. Anyway, there's a Pyromancer here. Oh, she hit me with the combustion. Congratulations, that was really good for you. I'm, like, proud of you for that. Great job. That was really good. Alright. So you can drop the pots if you like. Oh boy. So these bugs actually end up returning in Dark Souls 3, which I always thought was funny. So, alright. We're actually right near the boss. This is the boss fog right here. But I'm just, like, not ready for that life, you know? Oof. Hello. There's still some stuff that I want to do. So there's a chest in this room that I would like to open. Alright, so this chest has no buckle on it, no lock. That means it's a mimic. So, what we're going to do is... Where are my Lloyd's talismans? You know what's funny? I don't know if this works in Dark Souls 2. Maybe it's not. Oh, it's just a trap. Alright, that's fine. Yeah, I guess maybe there aren't mimics in Dark Souls 2. Maybe there are. I can't really remember. Okie doke. Alright, so there's this room here that I'm, like, tempted to just ignore, but I think I shouldn't. No, it's funny. Alright, I guess let's try this. See how it goes. Oh, that's good. Hey, big buddy. Whoops. There we go. Okay, so there's a trap here with a floor switch. Great. We're gonna be mindful of that. Okay. Hello. Alright, heavy crossbow +3 and some bolts. Alright, great job, everybody. Okay, so now we're ready to fight the boss. Alright. So we're gonna Clear a path. Very good. Alright, so the boss of Harvest Valley is the Covetous Demon. This boss is a complete joke. If you die to him, I don't know. It can happen. It can happen. I'm not trying to shame anybody, but he is easy. So it's just Jabba the Hutt. It's just a slug that wiggles around. There's really nothing to this boss at all. It's not even a cutscene. This is it. It's Covetous Demon. This is the boss. He doesn't do anything. He can roll around. He can certainly do damage to you, but cool thing is, though, you can actually... Oh, shit. You can actually coat him in poison if you want, which we'll do. I think this is, like, kind of creative, actually. Yeah, he spits up this weird crap. He does have a staircase that leads to nowhere. It's, like, really weird. Come on over here. Yeah, there you go. I guess she can't coat him in poison? I thought that was the whole thing. Maybe not. Okay, I guess it's dudes up there. Sure, whatever. I guess he attacks the enemies. That's fun. Anyway, I mean, it's a joke of a boss. Like, he's not even doing anything. He just moves. So, keep that in mind. He'll roll over. When you see him, like, sort of leaning on one side, that means he's gonna roll. Oh, Jesus. But really doesn't do much. His tail is the weak part. But, you know, he's always going to try to make it so you can't get there. Alright, but there you go. That's Covetous Demon. And, like, this is why I won't end the walkthrough here. It's because, like, that's anticlimactic, right? Anywho, you get a bunch of souls. You get the Covetous Demon soul. And then, yeah. So, there you go. Alright, moving on. Moving on. We get a bonfire. Hooray. What I'm going to do, though, is I'm going to go back to Majula. I'm going to level up. I'm also going to get some... Oh, you know, I don't think Malentia sells moss. I'll check, though. We're sort of out of the poison, though. Like, we won't have to deal with it that much anymore. By that. Okay. Does she sell moss? I know she sells stones. No. Alright. I guess Gablan might be the only one who sells it. Cool, let's go up to +8 on the halberd. And then let's level up. So I want more health. Alright. Earthen Peak, Lower Earthen Peak Bonfire. Earthen Peak is an interesting area. Like I said, there's a lot of poison around, but we're actually also going to find an NPC named Laddersmith Gilligan. Laddersmith Gilligan is an incredibly helpful NPC who gives us access to the pit in Majula. Just gonna distract this guy. What's funny in Dark Souls 2 is enemies, like, leash forever, which is nice, you know, there's no doubt about that. It is nice, but it feels odd, because then enemies, like, start, like, running to you from, like, miles away. Anyway, we're gonna have a big boy here for this. I thought he got poisoned. I heard the heard the pots crack open. Anyway, so that guy with no head is like gonna come haunt us in a second. I also know that there is an illusory wall in this area. Alright, so I'm gonna aggro this guy from downtown. And the reason I'm doing this is because if we were to fight him on this bridge, we'd have to deal with a bunch of archers, which I don't want to do. Yeah, you can hear them, like, actually clicking now. Like, you can hear their arrows firing. Yeah, they're all over there. Okay, so be careful. Whoa, just got super turned around. Alright. This is the guy from before. This is the guy that I aggroed behind that treasure chest near the bonfire. Okay. What happens if we pull this? I think this pulls these up. Alright. So then we have this treasure chest here. Do want to be careful, though. Whoops. Nope. Didn't. Whoa! I almost fell off because it didn't change my weapon. There, I mean... There we go. Alrighty. I think this is lightning spear. Something like that. It's a pike. Okay, never mind. Okay. Cool. Alright, let's go upstairs. Yeah, this is who I was kind of waiting on here. What the hell? Oh, shit. What? Oh god, I'm dead. God, Dark Souls 2, man. I guess their knives go through shields, which is fine. I shouldn't say that's a Dark Souls 2 thing. Getting bombarded by enemies is a Dark Souls 2 thing. That happens more often than I think it should. Try this again. My man poisoned? Oh! Cool. Oh. Probably a shard. Yeah, I really gotta go back and make pro trades. Excuse me. Oh, please. Alright, so a couple guys are gonna drop here. Alright, cool. Now we can go up. Okay, so this is actually kind of funny. This is something that we will have to address here. I'm deliberately standing here because I feel like... Okay, I know what it is. Let's go through this fog door. Alright, and then there's a bonfire here. I'm almost positive there's an AI ghost that shows you what to do. But this is like... Oh my lady god. This game is so obnoxious. Oh god. Alright. So this bonfire here is a bit of a mess. And what I mean by that is, man, I really, truly could have sworn that there was a, I really could have sworn there was like an AI ghost similar to Demon Souls that like showed you what to do. Alright. Anyway. Kite this guy out. Oh no. It's pretty bad. Ow. Okay. Alright. Man, I really could have sworn there was an NPC ghost. I was like hoping to see it on this playthrough. Anyway, what we need to do is we need to light our torch and then light the windmill on fire. Yes, you heard me correctly. You need to light a steel windmill on fire. God, I don't get it. I have never understood it. It's like, it makes no sense at all. But lighting that windmill drains the poison from this whole area. So you can now see down to the bottom floor there. Alright. What that means, however, is the ground floor near the Covetous demon is now free of the Poiston. Oops. Didn't work out. No. So everything stopped moving. The poison is now gone. Now we can go back down here, near where that Pyromancer was. She's still not dead. That's just lovely. I think she's dead now. Yes, she is. Alright, so the ground floor of this room is now exposed. Alright. Oops. I honestly God didn't even see that guy. So now we can go down here. Some repair powder. I believe you could have done this while the poison was here, but, you know, it's just better not to. Put a lockstone in here. I actually don't think this is anything major. Oh, there's Lucatiel. Didn't even know she was here. Poison bite ring, soul of a proud knight. And then let's speak with Lucatiel.
Still on the road, are you? Sorry to have burdened you so. This is for you, by way of an apology. I found my thoughts growing hazy. My memories are fading, oldest first. The curse is doing its work upon me. I am frightened. Terribly so. If everything should fade, what will be left of me? I had an older brother. We learned to fence together. He became the most decorated swordsman in all of Mirrah. I never even compared to him. In fact, I never beat him. Not once. But then, one day, he was gone. Lost without a trace. Now I'm certain that he was taken by the curse. If only someone would hear my tale. My brother must have come here, too. Soon I may forget even about him. If only someone...
Alright, so that is Lucatiel's next sort of part of her story. Hers is a questline that we will be progressing throughout the rest of the game. We're going to summon her one more time later on for a pretty easy boss named the Rotten. And believe me when I tell you, the Rotten is like shamefully easy. But for now, we'll keep on moving. Alright. So, I'm not even going to use the Poison Bite ring, but that Ring of Steel Protection sounds good. Alright, and then I'm going to rest at the Bonfire. And then young Donner has sat next to me, which means he needs to go for a walk. So I will oblige my little pup. We'll go for a quick walk, and then you won't even notice, but we will come back. Be right back. All right. We're back. Donner's been walked. He had a good time. Rest assured. So let's get this second one over here. So a lot of these guys are up on the rafters here. Just poke them off. There you go. Alrighty. Wonderful. Alright, so we will drop onto that treasure later on, in case you're wondering how we're going to approach that issue. Oops. Forgot that was there. Alright, so let's go up this ladder. I don't know why that just happened. Go up this ladder. Be careful, though. Check your surroundings before you pop all the way up. Yeah, there's that guy. Yeah, I had a feeling that there's going to be a pyro over here. Yeah, so she's casting combustion, which, tons of fun. Yeah, I only have 14 left. Ugh, she have 1 HP left. Alrighty, ready. So let's drop here. careful when you come out here. Some other guys may drop. Yep. Shit. Shit. Ugh. That was annoying. It's okay. Try it again. Third one. Okay. Great. So what we can actually do is I'm pretty sure, yep, we can actually jump this. Very good. It's not exactly the quote-unquote correct way to do that, but it's a way. Nice, a Ferrous Lockstone, always helpful. Okay. And let's come down here. Oh, hello. Yeah, I was really afraid of that. Sometimes in Dark Souls 2, your weapon will go through walls, sometimes it will not. That can be tough. I think my souls... Oh, they're actually over there. Right? Okay, so, believe it or not, there is more here than meets the eye. How do we raise this thing? So this gives us the shortcut back to the bonfire. That's helpful. We're not totally ready to explore the outside yet. Here it is. So now we can lift this. And underneath are some treasures. Our Soul of Proud Knight and of a Divine Blessing. Very good. All right, really important thing now. So these banisters are breakable, and that's really important to realize. Because what that's going to allow us to do is sort of walk along the outskirts here. And then we can speak with this gentleman, Laddersmith Gilligan.
Shush. You Aegis. Stay quiet.
So, he doesn't have, like, lore or anything. Well, he actually does. But the most important thing here is we're going to pay him 2,000 souls for a ladder. And then
Go on ahead.
this ladder gives you a shortcut. And then what you can do is... What does this do? Ladder miniature. I kind of forget. Ladder miniature. Given to Royal Sorcerer Navlan as proof of assassination to complete his quest. Oh, right, that's way later. Okay, I'm not going to purchase this yet. So if you don't purchase this now, it increases by 1,600 souls, but I'm not going to worry about that. I'm not going to do Navlan's questline. Okay, great. So what I recommend doing, learn the gesture, and then speak with him until he just keeps repeating himself. And the reason for this is because you want him to go to Majula. He does give you a decent amount of lore about Earthen Peak, which is quite helpful. About the boss and all that. So let's go down his little shortcut ladder. And then we can get another Ferrous Lockstone. Okay, very good. Alright, so that's Laddersmith Gilligan. We will need to speak with him in order for us to go to the next Lord Soul or Primal Bonfire later on. So, I'm going to come out this way. Right, then we're going to go down here. And then right here is Mild-Mannered Pate.
Well, we meet again. There's treasure this way, but I have a bad feeling about it. I don't quite have the guts myself. Well,
Alright, so he's telling us that there's treasure through this door. Which says, doesn't open from this side, which is interesting. I think we have to drop onto it. Okay. Right, okay. So I think we need to actually get the treasure before we do anything with him. I think it's a ring. Oh, Great Heavy Soul Arrow. Okay. Great. Now let's speak with him again.
Well, good to see that you survived. Perhaps you're more rugged than I thought. In any case, the treasure is yours, since you went ahead and took the leap.
Alright, I'm just double checking to see how we actually get this. I want to make sure that I don't die rolling off of this thing. Oh my god, I'm watching the PS3 version of this game. It runs like absolute garbage. It's like hilarious. Okay. Sorry, I'm just reviewing this video really fast. Right. Okay. All right. cool. So we can drop here. Alright, very good. And in here is Lightning Spear. At least I think. Great. And then now we've got to jump over here. So first, I'm going to kill this guy. Shit. Alright, so now we got to jump over here. I don't know how this is going to go. This is just a sword, by the way. It's just like a weapon and like some throwing knives or something. Fuck! Wow. Yeah, it's a poison broadsword and a human effigy. I'll give it one more try, but I think I just jumped too late. That sucks. Ho-hum. Okay. Buddy. There you go. Okay. Groovy. Okay. Oh my god, dude, how is that happening? I don't think I can jump diagonally. Like, I don't think I would land if I did. I guess I'll try that, but if that doesn't work, I'm gonna stop. Alright, a tip says to just jump towards the wall. On this YouTube video. It's weird how sometimes these guys have more health. I think the shields are raising their stats, which is pretty cool, but it's slightly annoying. I keep thinking that there's a chest in there. Alright, so it says just run straight into the wall. Like from the corner. That would be it. I would just a pixel off. It's weird, like, that guy goes down in 2 hits, this guy takes several. I don't really understand. Like, I don't get what's causing that. Doesn't really matter, I guess. Just weird. Okay, let's try it again. I'm just gonna ignore everything. Or ignore that other guy. Yeah, I don't know. It says you jump directly from the corner of that platform towards the soul gift. The pillar barrier against the wall stops you from falling off. Press. There's another tip. Try that. I'm like determined to get this now. So one of the other tips says to just use the bow enemy alive and use him as a shield. Like, leave him alive and use him as a shield. To, like, prevent you from rolling off. Which sounds interesting. So I'll give that a shot. I guess that works. Alright. There you go. I have no idea where to go now. Am I supposed to homeward bone out of here or something? That can't be right. Nah, it's probably this. You motherfucker! I didn't... Alright, so... What happened there was an input buffer. I pressed circle twice. Like, I pressed it to jump, and then I think I mashed it again. And then I rolled when I landed. And of course, all my souls were there. Anyway, I rolled when I landed, and then it all got messed up. Let's go get our souls back now. I shouldn't even be doing this, but I have to. I have to show you that it's possible to do all this. Ow. Okay, we did it. We did it, everyone. Ow. Why did that just stagger me so hard? Alright, so that's how you do all that. That was crazy, and that sort of sucked. But I'm really glad we were able to do it. Mother of God. That was the worst. Alright, I'm just gonna backtrack here. I'm glad we did that, but that was, I mean, awful. Oh boy. I swear to God, these guys died in 2 hits before. Now they're not. I don't understand. Okay, so let's go ahead and warp to the central Earthen Peak bonfire, and then finally get on with the show now that we have collected all the items. That took so long. Man. This Lost Bastille guide just doesn't want to render. Okay. Great. All right. Okey-doke. All right, let's ride this all the way up. Shield, that's nice. I don't know if I'm going to survive this. Wow, thank God. Alrighty. Yeah, it's really weird, like, what your weapon will go through versus what it won't. Okay. Very good. Wait, isn't there a way to get this to come out? Alright, I guess this is another ridiculous jump. That was cool. Alright, so I jumped while sort of running into the wall. Grave Warden Taunt, and then that's Soul Grave Warrior Crimson Water. Gnarly. Alrighty. So we did the thing. Did all this. We did that. Came over here. We came down here. Now what the hell do we do? Where are we? Oh, it might be the Gilligan thing. No, that just leads to the Ferrous Lockstone. Is it over here? No. How am I lost? How has this happened? This is all the Pate treasure, right? So was this. Alright. This is the first time I've ever been lost in a Souls game. Never mind, I think I figured it out. See, sometimes these guys require 3 hits, sometimes they only require 2. Uh-oh. Dark Souls 2. Alright. I guess we're back in business now. Jesus Christmas. This was awful. Alright, so we're back here. Great, so like right above the bonfire, that's where we are. We're gonna climb the ladder. And then we're gonna come over here. Oh, Forlorn, I love you. You're just the bee's knees. Come on, get yourself poisoned. Still nothing, eh? Oh, come on. Buddy. There you go. So, I was not expecting this guy. But killing that Pyromancer is of the utmost importance. I can't stress that enough. Because otherwise she'll just start blowing you up. Okay. Alright. Let's get one of these guards out. If you haven't burned the windmill, this will be poison. So you want to make sure you have set the windmill on fire, the one right by the bonfire. Otherwise, this will be a poison pool. It is possible to kill the boss with the poison active, but why bother? We're not going to fight the boss just yet, but she's through here. Instead, we're going to do a little bit more adventuring here in Earthen Peak. How? This is just madness with this poison here. Yep. Alright. So I don't recommend using a Ferrous Lockstone here. Reason being, all it does is, Oh my god, it's a mimic. There are mimics in this game? I could have sworn there were no mimics in Dark Souls 2. That one had a buckle too. That's why I was like, oh, it has a buckle. It's fine. Anyway, the reason I don't recommend using a Ferrous Lockstone there is because all it does is sort of douse you in water, which you don't need, especially at this stage of the game. You don't need to be doused in water. So don't worry about it. Oh wow, he's actually climbing down the ladder. Alright. Let's do this again. I apologize for dying so much here. I said this before, during the walkthrough, that, in my opinion... Holy shit. This is where the game kind of starts to fall apart. The encounters begin to suck. You start to have to deal with like a ton of enemies at the same time, which in my opinion makes for awful game design. It's not difficult, it's just annoying. It's straight up artificial difficulty. Right. I had a feeling that was an illusory wall. You son of a bitch. Yeah, it doesn't make for good game design. It's just annoying game design. Okay. Spell Quartz ring +1. That's nice. Lingering Dragon Crest ring +1. Yeah, having to deal with like a ton of enemies at the same time. That's not fun. That's just frustrating. So... that's my opinion. Jesus Christ. Anyway, don't use a Ferrous Lockstone here. All it does is, put out a pool of water, the purpose of which is a little dubious here in Earthen Peak. You don't need it. That said, in the next area of the game, you absolutely need it. I shouldn't say absolutely, but it's very helpful. Alright, so I'm gonna fight this mimic. Luckily it poisoned itself. That's fun. We get the Dark Gauntlets and the Work Hook. Alright, and then we can come up here. And then this is an illusory wall. I think it's a bonfire. Sure is. Alright. We are almost done with this hellscape called Earthen Peak. This is one too. Yep. This is items though. Alright, so no buckle, it's not a mimic. Buckle, it's a mimic, but it could always be a trap. That is what we have learned. Alright, so this boss is actually very easy. It's just a Medusa. I'm going to run past the enemies. This boss is a joke. As long as you have drained the poison and burned the windmill, you have nothing to worry about. Make sure you run through the poison. This way you don't get poisoned super quick. You do need to watch out for her lance. She can throw her head and then it explodes. Fun, fun, fun. And then she'll go pick it up. Ow. Yeah, she has a spear. She turns on a dime. The contempt I have for this game sometimes, I really like do my best to like make it so I'm being like fair and objective, and like I'm not like ruining your experience with this game, but man, it's hard sometimes, especially when the boss you're fighting literally spins around as his weapon is out. Oh, I forgot about the grab. That was fun. It is possible to fight her in the poison. You can actually... So she's really weak to fire, actually. Kind of forgot about that. So feel free to use firebombs on her. If you have any black firebombs, go for it. Any pyromancy, she's really weak to all that. Which is interesting because there's so many pyromancers in Earthen Peak, you know? Yeah, she has a tail swipe, I guess. Mytha, the Baneful Queen. It's funny, that's a reused sound from Dark Souls 1. It's the ghosts of New Londo Ruins. Alright, so that's Mytha, the Baneful Queen. Not a terribly hard fight, but she is the end of Earthen Peak. So now what we're going to do... Luckily these guys aren't following me. Now what we're going to do is we're going to get into this elevator here. This elevator is going to bring us to a volcano. Because why not? And this volcano is the next area of the game, but we will end the walkthrough before we actually adventure into it. We're just going to use the bonfire. At least I hope there's a bonfire here. I may have to kill an invader. Kind of can't remember. But anyway, so if you remember, we were on the ground. We went through Huntsman's Copse. We went through a swamp. And then we took this really big elevator up. And here we are in Lethal Lava Land. But there is a bonfire here. Okay, so let's go to Majula, level up our weapon if we can, and then we will end this walkthrough. Alrighty, so let's try to level up our weapon first. No, I don't have enough chunks. Alrighty, no big deal. And I don't think she sells chunks. No.
No interest. There. See.
Alright, let's go ahead and level up. Okay, very good. So we have finished Earthen Peak, and now we have unlocked Iron Keep. So Iron Keep is an interesting area. It actually has a boss that can be skipped without much effort. It's a difficulty spike for sure, due to the way some enemies act and react. One of the bosses in Iron Keep is Smelter Demon, who's like an infamous boss. Kind of hard. I am not going to summon Lucatiel for this fight. You can if you like. Well, again, we'll cover this all in the next walkthrough, but I'm not going to. You can if you would like to. And then the boss after that is Old Iron King, I think, which is just a big Diablo-looking demon who's actually really easy. There's like a really quick strategy to kill him, or reliable strategy to kill him, I should say, that results in you taking barely any damage. But yeah, so that'll be the next one. We'll combine Iron Keep, and then whatever that final area is called, I actually forget. I feel bad for forgetting the names of places in Dark Souls 2. It's just not all very memorable to me. Let's see. Huntsman's Copse, Harvest Valley, Earthen Peak, Iron Keep. This is Belfry Soul. And that's it. Okay. So, yeah, and there's also Belfry Soul. There's no boss in Belfry Soul, but there is a bonfire that I'll show you how to activate and do all that sort of stuff with. There are some items there, such as the Immolation, Pyromancy, some other stuff. Okay, very good. So we will do that next time. That's it for this part of the walkthrough. If you have any questions, please feel free to leave a comment. I'll do my best to help you out. If you're looking for more guides for Dark Souls 2 Scholar of the First Sin, please subscribe to the channel so you get alerted when new guides go live. If you're interested in supporting the channel monetarily, please consider becoming a channel member by clicking the blue join button below this video. Don't forget to follow me on Twitter and on Twitch, and as always, I'm SweetJohnnyCage. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.